Scorpio. Listen carefully. What I'm about to reveal is not random, and it is not fear. It is awareness. There is something inside your home right now that is quietly blocking your luck, draining your peace, and delaying what the universe has promised you. It was not placed by accident. It was connected to someone who smiled at you, but never wanted to see you win. Your worst enemy didn't attack you directly. They entered your space. If you felt heavy, restless, or stuck lately, this message found you on purpose. Stay with me, Scorpio. The truth is about to surface. Scorpio, this message is meant for you, and it comes as a moment of clarity, not fear. Sometimes, what blocks our progress is not visible. It exists in energy, intention, and emotional residue around us. Your home is supposed to be your place of peace, yet when negative influence enters that space, it can quietly affect your mood, your focus, and your flow in life. This video is about awareness, protection, and reclaiming control. If you felt off, delayed, or uneasy without a clear reason, there is a reason. Today, we bring understanding back into your power. Why Scorpio is targeted. Scorpio, there is a reason why this message is speaking directly to you and not to everyone else. You carry an intensity that most people do not understand. Your silence is powerful. Your presence is deep, and your energy is impossible to fake. This is exactly why you attract attention, not only admiration, but jealousy as well. Some people feel exposed around you without you saying a single word. They sense your strength, your intuition, and your ability to see through masks. When someone feels threatened by what you naturally are, they don't always confront you openly. Instead, they look for indirect ways to interfere. Scorpio is often targeted not because you are weak, but because you are strong. Your ability to transform, to rise after pain, and to protect your inner world makes certain people uncomfortable. They want to slow you down, confuse you, or keep you stuck quietly. That's why Scorpio energy is more sensitive to environments. Your home, your space, your personal surroundings matter deeply. You absorb energy faster than other signs, which means anything placed around you with bad intention can affect you more strongly. This is not a weakness. It is awareness waiting to be activated. The objects that attract bad luck into your home. Scorpio, not everything that blocks your luck announces itself loudly. Some things sit quietly in your space, blending into your daily life, while slowly disturbing the balance around you. These are not random items. They carry memory, intention, and emotional residue. And for a sign as intuitive as Scorpio, this matters more than you realize. One of the strongest sources of negative energy comes from objects connected to people who once had access to your inner world. Gifts given with mixed intentions, items received during painful periods, or things that remind you of betrayal can quietly anchor unwanted energy in your home. Even if the object looks harmless, the emotional charge attached to it continues to speak. Broken, unused, or neglected items also play a role. When something no longer serves a purpose but is kept out of habit or guilt, it creates stagnation. Scorpio energy needs movement and renewal. Stagnant objects reflect stagnant energy, and over time they can block motivation, clarity, and progress. Pay close attention to anything in your home that feels heavy, uncomfortably, or strangely draining when you look at it or touch it. Scorpio intuition doesn't need logic to recognize imbalance. If something makes you uneasy without a clear reason, that feeling is your inner warning system activating. Your home should amplify your strength, not quietly weaken it. Awareness is the first step toward restoring harmony. How your worst enemy is connected to this. Scorpio, understand this clearly. Your worst enemy is rarely the loudest person in your life. They are usually quiet, observant, and patient. They watched you closely, learned your habits, studied your emotional patterns, and waited for the right moment to interfere without being detected. Direct confrontation was never their plan. Subtle influence was. Some people don't want to destroy you openly. They want to slow your momentum. They want to create confusion, delay, and emotional heaviness, so you question yourself. When they had access to your space, your home, your personal environment, or your trust, they left behind more than just memories. They left intention. This is why Scorpio feels the shift before seeing the proof. You may not remember when things changed, only that they did. Your energy started to feel off. Progress slowed. Peace became harder to maintain. These are not coincidences. They are signals. Enemies who can't defeat Scorpio mentally or emotionally look for indirect entry points. Your surroundings become that doorway. And because Scorpio is deeply intuitive, the disturbance becomes internal before it becomes visible. The universe does not expose this to scare you. It reveals it when you are strong enough to reclaim control. Awareness breaks influence. Once you see it, it can no longer operate in silence. Signs your home energy is blocked. Scorpio, when negative energy settles into your space, it doesn't always show itself in obvious ways. Instead, it reveals itself through patterns, small changes that slowly become impossible to ignore. You may start feeling unusually tired when you're at home, even after proper rest. The place that once felt safe may now feel heavy, restless, or strangely uncomfortable. Arguments can arise without a clear reason. Minor conversations turn tense. Silence feels louder than words. You may notice delays in areas of life that were once moving smoothly, finances slowing down, plans stalling, or opportunities slipping just out of reach. These are not punishments. They are signals. Sleep disruption is another common sign. Difficulty falling asleep, waking up at odd hours, or having emotionally intense dreams can indicate that your energy is not fully at ease in your environment. Scorpio intuition absorbs imbalance deeply, often through the subconscious first. You might also feel an unexplainable urge to leave your home more often, as if your spirit is seeking relief elsewhere. When your surroundings no longer support your energy, your soul looks for space to breathe. These signs are not meant to alarm you. They are messages asking for awareness, alignment, and renewal. What Scorpio must do now: spiritual reset and reclaiming power. Scorpio, once awareness arrives, action must follow, calmly, intentionally, and without fear. This is not about panic or throwing everything away. It is about reclaiming ownership of your space. Your home responds to your intention more than your movement. Begin by trusting what your intuition is already pointing toward. If an object carries emotional weight, confusion, or discomfort, it no longer belongs in your environment. Releasing does not mean anger. It means clarity. Scorpio power grows strongest when you let go without attachment. As you clear your space, you are not just removing objects, you are removing access. Anything that entered your life through mixed energy no longer has permission to remain. Clean your space with purpose. Open windows. Allow light and fresh air to move through your rooms. This signals renewal, not loss. Speak your intentions silently, if needed. Scorpio energy is powerful, even without words. Most importantly, reconnect with your inner stillness. When your home aligns with your spirit, momentum returns naturally. Peace becomes steady again. Delays begin to dissolve. This reset is not the end of a chapter. It is the restoration of your natural flow. Scorpio does not chase luck. Scorpio restores alignment, and luck follows. Scorpio, this message came to you because protection surrounds you, even when disruption tries to enter your life. What was hidden is now visible. What worked quietly against you has lost its influence. Awareness is your shield. Do not underestimate the power of reclaiming your space. When your environment is clear, your intuition sharpens, your strength stabilizes, and your path opens without resistance. This was never about fear or superstition. It was about timing, and the timing is now. Remember, Scorpio does not remain stuck for long. You are built to transform, to rise, and to turn awareness into power. Once you remove what no longer belongs, nothing meant for you can be delayed again. Trust what you felt. Trust why you stayed until the end. This was not random. This was alignment, returning to its rightful place.